All right, we'll call meeting to order. This is a regular meeting of the Village of Lake Bluff Architecture Board Review, August 2nd. Call to order and roll call, please.
Oh, okay. Member Stradiff.
Here.
Member Cottrell.
Here.
Member Kerouac.
Here.
And Member Dahlman.
Here.
And Chair Hunter.
Aye.
Here. Okay, everybody's here.
Okey-doke. Do we have any minutes?
We do. They were emailed out to you. I hope, if for those who saw the email, I guess, I don't know who it went to, but
Well, does anybody have any comments and
I only have one.
whatnot on the
One
minutes?
copy.
I have no comments. I don't even know
Nobody
if I was
down there? Okay. So then we need to have a motion to approve the minutes as presented.
I move to approve the minutes as submitted.
And a second?
I'll second.
Okay.
Okay, still doing roll calls?
Yeah.
All right.
Do the roll call. Member Stradiff.
Aye.
Member Kerouac.
Aye.
Member Dahlman.
Aye.
Member Cottrell.
Aye.
And Chair Hunter.
All right.
Okay. Motion is approved.
Okay, and now is the time for non-agenda items. Any visitors, which there are none, unless you have somebody online.
We do not have anybody online.
Okay. Before we get to this one, then let's just chat about a few things.
Okay,
If
sure.
we can do that.
Yeah.
I noticed that the village board had a review of the Water Reclamation District project last week.
There was a discussion, something I think was brought up from
It was
the
a
public
full-blown
or something.
presentation, because I watched it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay, yeah.
So are we gonna get to see that at some point?
We are, yeah.
Because
we
they
are.
made some major changes since we had the joint meeting,
Yeah, okay,
and which all looked good.
right, yeah. Yeah, it will come here.
Okay, when is that gonna happen?
I don't know. I'm a little puzzled by their schedule, to be honest.
Okay, so if you're puzzled,
I know they
hope
made a
for us.
comment during the meeting that they're hoping to start in October, but they don't seem to be working on that schedule to me. They've not applied for permit, they haven't come here, you know.
yeah, they got to go through PCZA and us, right?
Yeah, as often when someone states a month that they want to start, the question is which year?
Yeah.
Will we see the yacht club project, or is that not?
Yeah,
in
we,
our-
we will see that. I don't
That's
know.
gonna follow.
Yeah, it might come.
Yeah, I'm just
afterwards.
curious if that comes through us too.
Yeah,
No, it will.
Yeah.
Yeah, it will.
yeah.
And I don't know how they're going with their fundraising or anything else.
Yeah.
I don't know where their solution is. Okay, well, should we move ahead with the sign thing?
Let me just check and
See if he's
see
gonna
if
be here.
I have a
Because
message
this
from
seems
him
to
or
be
anybody.
pretty straightforward, self-explanatory.
Right.
Hope he's not coming from the south side of the city.
Right. I do not see any messages from him or him connected online, so he may be having as many technical difficulties as we had here. But yeah, so if we want to start without the applicant and discuss the item.
Okay,
we're-
then this
can
is
go
a
ahead.
consideration of sign permit application for Fit to Defend Academy at 419 West Washington, which is in the building at the paint store. What's the name of the paint store?
Yeah, J.C. Licht,
J.C. Licht.
yeah,
So it's down on the bend.
yeah.
Okay.
Oh, here we go.
And here he is.
Perfect timing, Scott. We just got to your item.
No,
Hey.
I wasn't sure whether I should be looking for you virtually or in person. That's great. Oh, okay. So you ran over here? Yeah, okay.
Okay, as long as you're here, if you're gonna make yourself a little presentation here, just step up to the podium. And Yep,
Right.
Yep,
Yeah,
that one
this
there.
podium here, yep.
give us your name and,
Pretty
Great.
good, pretty good. We're trying to use the microphones just in case someone's watching on TV or whatever.
we get a big
We
audience.
record it and all that. Yeah, for our big fans,
Yeah.
our big following.
Sweet. First off, my name is Scott Gave. I'm going to be opening up a martial arts character developmental school here in Lake Bluff. It's called Fit to Defend Academy. I currently have a location in Lake Bluff, but it's North Chicago Village. So I'm moving actually to Lake Bluff right off of West Washington Street or Avenue in Lake Bluff, Illinois. And I've been in my current location for 4 years, but I'm going to be moving to my new location off West Washington Avenue starting September 1st. And the reason that I'm here today is to ask for permission for signage. I believe you gentlemen have the layout of what the printing is going to look like. The signage is currently already established. All that we're going to be doing is just adding the vinyl to the actual to the current signs that are, that are currently up. I believe you guys have it right.
Yeah, I can share the screen with the,
The one measurement that
it's only the agenda, I mean.
The one measurement that we didn't have up until today was the measurement of the garage door was, it's 14 by 14, and my designer was gonna put a logo on the garage door. It's a little big in the picture, but we were just gonna do something like a 4 by 4 on the garage door. And depending on the regulations, we might go a little bigger if you guys allow it. But this sign here that we see on the screen is the light up sign.
Choosing the best document to share here where
Sure.
I can get the best view. Here we go. Okay. There we go.
Here we go.
That's better.
Yeah, so let's go start from the left. The sign on the left is a current sign that's there. And again, we're just, this would be, I guess this would be, what side would that be on? This would be leading into our parking lot. So this is kind of like an arrow kind of pointing to what side of the building we're on. The sign in the middle is the one that's directly above our window of the front of our building. And the one on the right is our front door. And then the most bottom picture is the sign that I was referring to for the garage door. The goal is to paint the garage door white, which we got permission from the owners to do that, and then we would add the logo that you see on the door. The only difference is the dragon, the white part of the logo might be black, obviously, because the door is going to be painted white. But that's pretty much the gist of what we intend to do for the signage at this point. Yeah, that's pretty much.
So one question I put in the packet for the board is how we want to interpret the sign on the overhead door, because door signs is not a category in the code in the L1 zoning district. Window signs is, and there's a couple pieces of glass on that door. So I don't know if you interpret that as being a window sign, then he is proposing to keep that within 15% of the area of the door, which is the limit for window signs. If however you interpret it as being a wall sign, then it would be the second wall sign for a space that only allows one wall sign, so it would need a sign code exemption. So it's up to the board to decide how they want to interpret that.
I think it's a neat graphic. Yeah. I kind of like it the way it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the reason that we're putting that on the door is we're hoping that because there's multiple garages, there's 2 on that side and then 2 on the other side, people can know which one that we're at currently, and also maybe possibly some view from 41. But I do have people coming from 41 coming towards my location, so it might be easier for them to find it. Yeah, that was kind of the thought process behind that.
What is that door used for? The garage door? Is that,
All I'm going to be using it for is just airflow. So
okay, so you
because
open it up and you can kind of see into the
You got it, yes, sir.
facility?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is this
And-
where Interpro used to be?
It's the old motorcycle shop was there.
Okay, that was after Interpro then, yeah.
Sure, yeah, and then it's in the same building as like Benjamin Moore and all of that.
Yeah.
Over there, yes. Yeah, so that's the plan, but yeah.
Okay, what do you think? Anybody want to comment? Art, start down there, you?
Will any of these signs be illuminated?
So the only one that has the ability to is the one in the middle, the red sign, in the middle. And I was told that based on illumination, that only the lettering can be illuminated, if that's correct. So I'll talk to my friend who's actually the owner of the graphic design company to make sure that's within that code.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, the code only allows the letters to illuminate, so they would need a black graphic on the back on the inside to black out
They
everything.
need to
with the
make that
letter.
opaque.
Yeah,
They
right.
need to make the red opaque.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. The sign company can do that. They just put a black, vinyl or whatever on the inside that covers everything except the letters. Yep.
Okay, so like the backdrop of it has to be black, is that what you're saying?
Well, no, on the inside, so you don't see it. In the daytime, it looks exactly like your picture, but at night, only the letters illuminate because there's something opaque on the back side.
Okay.
So that the light only shines through at the letters. Is
Okay.
the way they typically do it. Yep.
Perfect.
So the sign itself, the sign body is there,
Yes, sir.
and it's electric, so it's already wired.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, our job is pretty straightforward. It's just putting vinyl on something that's already existing and make it as inexpensive as possible.
Yeah.
That's the plan.
I was gonna say, I like your logo better than the sign. Like, I like the logo that's on the door and the garage door better than the sign. But this is something that you're just working with because it's there now?
You got it, sir,
I
yes.
see,
Mhm.
okay.
Yeah, it's just something that we're just taking over at this point.
Makes sense.
I have a concern that there are 4 different signs, and they have a little bit of connection, but they're not really connected. You know, the one that's got the red background, none of the others have a red background. The one that's got the symbol on a black background, the others have it on a white background.
Yes, sir.
So I would rather see them be more consistent, so,
Yep.
because when you get customers coming to your shop, you're kind of leading them in.
You're absolutely
So when
right.
you see the sign that's on the pole sign, if the others are similar to that, it makes it easier for them to figure out they're going the right place, particularly when you got other buildings right nearby. that
Yes, sir.
They could go to the wrong one. But I like the logo that you got on your shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had this, I would almost
Which is
paint the
like this
garage
one.
door black and then make your dragon, keep it as with the red and the white. And then, you could change the door sign to and we're not usually here to tell you how to do your logos, but it is a nice, because there's so many variety of things going on here, it'd be nice to have that consistent.
Yeah.
Okay, so the only reason I was going to paint the door white is because of heat. You know, I hear that if you paint it white, it will be not as hot as if I painted the door black. But I'm up for either one, to be frank with you. I'm good either way. So if your recommendation is to paint the door black and keep it that color sign, I'm good to do that. Or vice versa, paint the door white and then change the white dragon to be black, which would match the adjacent door. I could do that as well. I did have the same concern with the red sign. I talked to my sign company about that and asked them if they could change the red to black. But I didn't have a chance to make that change with the drafts that I sent you guys. Because I thought,
Another thing you could do is like on the door, you could, and on the garage door, you could paint the garage door white, but then you could paint a black square in the middle and then put the logo on it. You could almost do the same thing on the entrance door, make it a black square and then the logo like is on your shirt behind it.
Is the entrance door totally, you're not gonna be able to see through that glass door?
no, so there's like what do you call that? Like
Solar film.
yeah, there's some type of film that they put on it that you can't see through the door.
Okay.
And which originally I was going to take off, but I was there doing some work over there, and there's a lot of people over there at that motel and trailer park that ride their bikes through that area. So it's probably better that they can't look through and see what's
Yeah.
going on when I'm not there. But yeah, there's like some I don't know what you call, like frost of some sort that covers the door, so you can't see inside or outside the door. Now, is it required on the garage door? I don't know if you can see, but there's 2 "Do not park" in front of the garage door. Do I have to keep those signs on there?
No,
that a
you
preference?
don't.
Yeah.
That's up to you.
Okay.
Yeah, I really like the logo. I like the big thing on the garage door, even though it's too big.
Yeah, I like it though.
Huh?
Yeah, it's a nice urban element to our
Yeah.
humble city, which we need. So I'm all for that.
Yeah.
I do think that you're not gonna, which I think is fine, but we would have to decide, just so it's clear, if it's a wall sign or a window sign. But I don't think, as shown, and I know it looks, that's definitely more than 15%. So we would have to say something and give you some parameters of the size so that it's not beyond what is approved here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just on the garage door, it feels
Right,
like,
it's a 14 by 14 door, so 29 square feet is 15%.
Yeah.
I think as shown in the graphic, it might be larger, but yeah.
it seemed like a little, which is, I like the scale of it. I think we just want to, if we do it, just make sure we set a parameter for
Yeah.
them.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
I know we had talked, Mike and I had talked, and we had said something possibly about 4x4, but that's when we thought the door was a little bit smaller, but
Yeah,
I think
because
that we could
4 by
possibly,
4 is gonna be,
tiny, right, on the base of
yeah,
the
you're
door.
gonna lose that impact that you
Yeah.
have with it. I
That's
think,
what's nice about it, it's got a nice impact to it.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, if we're gonna do it, we should, yeah,
Knock it out of the
do
park.
it, do it, yep.
On the garage door, is your thought that the no parking signs would disappear?
He just,
They will, yes, sir, that was the plan. I would like to take them off. Just because I intend to park in front of there, because, well, a couple reasons. One, most people don't follow signs anyways, and I don't want, because the garage door will be open majority of the time in the summer. I don't want somebody driving through and going through the garage door, even though there'd be clear mats on the ground.
yeah.
And also it will allow for more parking spaces, so.
So what size do we think, just so if, when we come up with our recommendation, or approval, that we, so if your door's 14 by 14, right?
Yes, sir.
I mean, this looks like it's almost 7 by 7,
Yeah.
so, which is fine, you know, even if we say 8 by,
7 is
49.
49, and what's the,
So
16.
29 is
Oh, 20,
15%.
30. Yeah.
if it's a,
If it's a window sign.
window
If it's a
sign.
window sign, 15%, yes, 29
So
square
if it's a
feet.
wall sign, we've already got a wall sign.
Right.
What would the wall sign limitation be?
Well,
If we
Let's see.
ignore that there's one on there.
yeah, right. It is 60 square feet per sign is what's allowed
Yeah.
for wall signs.
So this is somewhere in between.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I'd almost rather say it's a wall sign, and we give just, there's 2 wall signs versus,
What's the area
Saying
of this
that-
one?
Yeah, that makes sense.
But if it's a wall sign, they're only allowed one wall sign, aren't they?
either way, we're gonna give them some kind of
I'm sorry,
exception.
which one are you considering a wall sign? The one above the door?
Yeah,
Oh, okay, the red sign then.
yeah.
Okay.
We just don't, we don't have a lot of garage doors that come in front of us with signs, you know, some image on it, so,
Right.
Yeah,
The first one I remember.
yeah.
this is great. Well,
Especially when it's up, some, you know, so,
But it's not gonna be up, right? So unless
yeah,
it's.
well, unless
really
it's hot
out.
outside, yeah, but, yeah, the goal is yeah, it's gonna be down unless it's really hot outside, we need airflow, and then, at night, because most of my classes are in the evening from 4:30 until 8:30-ish at night, so.
So did you think about using your logo on the main building sign, that's just the red with the white band? I mean, is, every place else you've got the logo, but on the big,
The lighted sign, you mean? The red sign?
Yeah.
Yeah, so, the reason that my friend went with the red sign here is because at my current location, there's a big sign that's, probably 20-plus feet in the air, and that's the sign that he put up there. But I had asked him to maybe change a couple things on that sign, and that was first not being red, being black, and then the font itself. I'm not very keen on that font itself. I'd rather do something a little bit more bold, if you will. But I do think maybe adding the logo, the dragon logo to it, could make everything flow better, as you guys have stated
it
today.
just seemed kind of foreign compared to the other 3 signs.
yeah, it's almost like you should do the pylon sign, take out the arrows and maybe center your logo in the middle.
Okay.
I mean, it's the exact same verbiage, it's just,
Yeah.
you
Or
get
just
that
have
feel.
those two be more
And
consistent.
everything is
Yeah,
consistent.
so just to be clear, the one that has the arrows to the sign, so like, let's
Yeah.
say that I'm driving down Washington.
Yeah.
And then you're right before you hit the turn,
Yep,
There's a billboard which is there, and our sign is on the bottom. So, and our building is to the left and then around the corner. So I think that's why my buddy had put the arrows.
So that makes sense.
Yeah, I'm just saying if you use that same sign but without the arrows over on the wall sign.
Okay,
So you
yes.
have the same sign, but one's
Similar
more
appearance.
directional.
Yep, okay,
I think it
understand.
will help just, for us,
Actually,
it helps
What
it.
if you had the arrows going the other way, because you still have to go past that corner to get to your door, right?
Well, this one is actually
Or is that over the door?
adjacent to the front door. So like if we look at the front door sign, right to the left,
Yeah.
you'll see the windows
Yeah.
below the red sign, and then above it is the red sign. So it's, and then to the right of the door is the garage door. So it's like big garage door sign, little door, and
There's
then
a lot
above the
of
windows is
signage
the
on there.
red sign.
I think Matt's right, that if you make the red sign and the black sign without the arrows, make them almost identical, very similar,
Yes.
people are gonna, as they drive by, they're gonna see where it is.
Yes, sir. Okay.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, he's gonna have a lot of.
Any other comments? Scott, what do you think?
I agree with all these comments. I think making those two more consistent, it will strengthen your brand, and, you know, it'll just be a much nicer overall look, I think.
Awesome.
I would say, and I'm not a sign expert or not even novice, I just look at them. However, there might be a little concern, and you might talk to your sign guy about this, your vinyl lettering on that. I don't know if that garage door, is that like a 4-segment door or because it seems like there's those grooves in it.
Yeah.
And if you just like put that on, I don't know the application, you might want to look into that.
So it's gonna be in several pieces, so it's
Yeah.
gonna have to be like, wherever the door separates will have to be a separate
But
piece.
it'll follow, like, it's gonna get tucked into those
Yeah.
grooves and all that, right?
Oh, is that gonna be vinyl or painted on?
It was vinyl, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, you're right. Then you have to kind of open it up and.
Yeah,
come
kind
into
of
each
tuck
groove.
it in and stuff.
Yeah. I like to make things difficult, so, might as well.
I don't think anybody's gonna argue with you, because you run a Fit to Defend
Yeah.
Academy.
Yeah. Fair enough. So just so I'm on the same page, the sign that's above the red sign, we're gonna make it black and then add the dragon pretty much the same as the sign that has the arrows on it to make it easier. And you had said the center, the one with the arrow with the logo and more in the center? Is that right? With the arrows, the one with the
Well, I
arrows?
No,
think those are the pieces.
Yeah, I thought what we thought was just move if you're emulating the pylon sign, but you take away the arrows and you just move your logo to the middle of
I
the
see.
sign.
Oh, okay.
It's justified to either side because of the
Yeah.
arrows.
Your signage designer will,
Yeah,
they'll figure, as long as you give them the parts,
Yep.
Yeah.
they should be able to figure that out.
And then only only the words can illuminate. Okay.
yeah.
And then, fair enough.
Well, the words and actually the red could be, a little piece of red could be lit too,
The logo?
The
on the logo.
Yeah, because it's a D.
Right.
Like the whole,
It's a fancy,
Boom.
the whole,
yeah, like any of those, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, that'd be kind of,
Oh, the F and the 2 and the D, yeah.
the whole logo should be, backlit.
Okay.
So one question is, do we need to see this again?
I don't,
I think we'll drive by and see it.
huh?
That's the plan.
Yeah. I don't hate to make him come back for this.
And we might find that we start doing the garage door and the separations, there's too much to handle, and we just decide to wash
You
the
could get a
idea.
local muralist. There's a lot of them here. They can paint that on there nicely for you,
That's
which
a good
might be
idea.
kind of cool anyways.
Yeah. It's definitely a possibility.
Even like a template spray would be kind of fun, but
I guess I'd like to see something on this come back to Mike.
And then we can take a look at it online.
okay.
We
Yeah,
can do that.
okay.
We've
Yeah,
done that
I'll-
before.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
I
good
can-
idea.
I can share it out with the group.
I'm sorry, you want an updated version? Is that what you're asking for?
You just send it to Mike and
Okay.
he'll send it out to us. We don't need to unless
Right, we'll still vote on the motion
Yeah.
tonight, but we'll see the revised drawing before it goes. So for the, I think we're talking about, letting you have a larger sign for the overhead door, which would be a sign code exemption that would have to go to the village board. For this body would make a recommendation to the village board on that one.
Okay. Fair enough.
That's what I think they're talking about.
That's what
See
we're
if the
talking
motion
about.
comes.
So,
And what would the dimensions be on the door then? What are you allowing then, just so I can
Yeah, and we'll have to
get back
get
to
that and no, we'll do some kind of motion right now that will state all of that for you.
Okay.
So you're not just coming back without some kind of guidance.
Okay.
So if we think that this is kind of 7 by 7, like on the garage doors, do we feel that that's,
whatever it is, I just,
Well, if it's a wall sign, isn't there a maximum size for the
that
wall
it's,
sign?
it's under that.
it's on,
Under
but
that,
Yeah, 60 square feet is the max for a wall sign.
What is the other one?
It is.
You know?
yeah.
Since that's existing?
Yeah, let's see.
It's roughly
What was that?
18 square feet, I believe, isn't it, if I'm
Yeah,
doing the math?
35 inches by 71 inches is the other one. So 35 by
Is that the 16?
is, that's like 17 and a quarter square feet.
So we're probably still just close to the max between the two of them.
Yeah, because we have 17, and then if that's, let's say 50, so we're
It's
7.
not, he said it was, 17 and 50.
Yeah, so 60s, yeah.
Yeah.
And are you okay doing kind of that black back, I mean, we don't want to change your world, but that black background, like just for the garage door? And that might even help with all of these little details, when you put this on, to have that background as a,
Yeah, so if I don't paint the door black itself,
yeah.
then, putting a black box around it, or, like I said, maybe painting the door white and then changing the dragon to being black, because I believe that's what's on the front door is black. Just sort of, I will make them all match, however we decide to make that work, whether it be the black, I'm sorry, yeah, the white or the black, for the dragon portion of
Yeah.
it.
What you got on your shirt is just right.
Actually, it's funny because I did a team picnic at my current location this past Saturday. I had about 120 visitors, and this was a gift they gave me. So
Oh, nice,
they're like, "You got to wear it to the meeting." I was like, "Oh,
yeah.
so
I would say that just that the red on the black is very hard to read. Like in real life, that skinny, your font, it's a hard kind of contrast to read.
red on the
Like,
black." Okay.
Yeah, especially around that curve, they're going, just as a thought,
Sure.
You might want to,
go with white.
yeah, you might just want to go with white there. Just,
Okay.
it just seems it's going to be hard to read.
And I think I could be wrong, but I believe the sign that's currently up is a black sign. So yeah, maybe I'll just have my friend
Yeah.
At one point it was.
vinyl
Yeah,
it
so
white.
That's my printer.
it shows it with the Gen X performance.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
And all the lettering's white and with an arrow.
So what I can do is maybe have my buddy vinyl it, the whole thing white, and then we could put the stuff on top of the white
Yeah.
background drop or whatever, or backdrop.
Okay, who wants to make a motion
Oh
on
my
this if
gosh.
we're done? Unless somebody's got other ideas?
Matt wants to make a.
I don't know. It's a very complicated one. First, I do want to clarify though. It seems like what we're saying is that you're going to go with white backgrounds and black dragons everywhere, or we want, or
I don't know. That was the original thought, but you guys got me thinking now. Like, whichever direction I go, they will all be the same. So whether
Yeah.
it be a white and red dragon or a black and red dragon, it will be uniformed across the board. So
yeah. Yeah, because I think if you did a black dragon which is obviously what you have, but that's if you do just so it's consistent. So if you did black dragon, red D, and then you did a white background for your big sign, with fit to defend and martial arts in black,
yeah,
and then you could not do anything to the door then, because it's going to be a white dragon. You could just do that right on the door, and then I don't know what on the garage door, and then on the man door with the glass, I think the white would probably pop enough, or maybe you do a little square behind it. I think the white would probably show up on there.
okay.
Do we agree with that, or is that, or do we want to reverse all of that?
I would say that what he was saying, make them consistent.
Yeah,
That if it's a red and white logo, you know, it's a red and white logo on every sign.
yeah,
If it's black and red,
yeah,
it's that on every sign.
I like the way it is on your shirt. but
yeah. So,
frankly,
yeah, then we can just go with that. I mean, it's your business. You should do what you are right,
I
you're
like the
comfortable.
shirt.
Yeah, so I say we go with whatever, yeah, we're not here to,
Encouraging black, but
Yeah.
black, white, and red is the combination, and then
Yeah.
you can
But
decide.
we,
how
as you
wanna-
think about it, we could leave this up to you.
Yeah, for sure.
To make a decision, but just make them consistent.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's probably the best
right way to do it.
Yeah, so we're not here designing, we don't want to design your world.
Whatever you guys think will get more people, and that's all I care about,
I
right?
know, yeah,
Changing more lives, that's what we're trying to do.
yeah.
So,
Okay.
And then for that sign, how are we calling out the sign on the garage? Are we gonna call that a wall sign or a window
Well,
sign?
it sounds like from the discussion, you guys are gonna call that a wall sign.
Wall
so
sign.
Recommend
You know,
a,
maybe it's not even called a sign because it
Yeah.
doesn't say anything. Maybe it's just a wall graphic,
The wall graphic, yeah,
you know.
I'm with you. Julie, it's like having, you
Right,
know,
would that necessarily be even something that would be the board? In other words, I could just imagine somebody designing a building with a pattern in the brick.
Yeah.
You know, a masonry building with a pattern in the brick. How would this be different?
Yeah.
You know, they,
yep,
I'm,
In the Oak Street house with a whole wall full of
yeah,
paintings on it,
right,
you know,
Yeah.
that's not a sign.
no,
It's a graphic,
yeah.
sort of.
So should we just discard that or encourage a size just for,
I just like the size the way it is.
okay, yeah,
It's,
okay.
just don't add any letters.
just don't put any lettering on it.
And take
well, there is, but you
take off
can't
no
see it.
parking.
It's in there, but it's a negative.
the F2D
Yeah.
in the center.
If you had younger eyes, you would see the letters, but do you
I
see them?
can't see it.
Oh,
Yeah. You're good then. There's no letters.
Shirt too.
Yeah, it's the exact same thing, yeah.
I can't see that.
Are you already open for business?
In my old location, yes, but not for my current location, no, sir.
When do you plan to be in business here?
So, I have to be at my current location by, September 5th. So I intend to be, starting business, depending on how much work I get done, between September 6th
Yeah.
and September 15th-ish
Okay.
will be the goal. Yeah, my current landlord's kind of pulled a quick one on me, so I have to leave
So
my
there's
place
time
faster
to
than I
do
thought.
this, is what I'm getting-
Yeah, so my buddy, it was actually my best friend, he actually owns the business, the company, and he can come out whenever I need him, so he can come out tomorrow if I wanted him to get done, but one step at a time. Gotta get this approved
When
first.
does this need to go before the next village board meeting?
Well, I mean, only potentially one sign at the most has to. We could approve the first three, but we could
But
do
do we even
the.
have to do that, you know?
Well,
given-
that's up to the
given the
board as
notion
to
of-
what
I
we're
say we just-
doing.
Huh?
Yeah, yeah.
What does that
It's
mean?
up to this
Just
board.
let it show up.
Yeah, that's, okay, because it's,
Or call it a window sign.
Yeah, I don't know, I would just kind of let it show up and,
Yeah, call it not a sign.
yeah.
It's approved, it's not a sign. It's
Yeah.
approved as a conforming non-sign.
So maybe yeah, that's,
Yeah, okay.
okay, Matt, go at it.
The door can be approved.
so are
as a
we
conforming non-sign
recommending or
graphic.
approving? Is this it's a
So it sounds like you want to approve it.
We just wanna
all
approve it.
With the door as
Yeah.
a conforming non-sign graphic.
Okay.
right?
right, so.
That's a good word, non-sign graphic, there you go.
Yeah. So we approve the submittal with the garage image being a non-sign graphic. And we recommend to the owner that we have a consistent logo throughout all three signs, and that the wall sign will reflect what's on the pylon sign, but eliminating the arrow and centering possibly, but up to the logo. And on the pylon sign, we encourage that the lettering have a contrast to the background so that it's easily read.
Okay.
And to note that that's a two-sided sign, correct?
Which sign is that?
The pylon sign, is that your two-sided sign, or is it a one-sided sign?
The one that lights up, the pylon sign?
No, the one on the
poles.
on the
Oh,
poles.
sir, so it's only
It's just a one-sided?
one-sided sign.
It is.
Yes, sir.
Okay, perfect. Then that's a non.
Driveway out.
Oh, okay. So yeah. So great.
Yep.
Um,
So the one with the arrows, we encourage it to make it white.
well, whatever you do, just so there's a contrast.
Yep,
Between that's all.
Well, you were just stating that it might be easier for people to see it driving.
Yeah. Right. So that if you keep a black background, then the fit to defend is white also.
Yep, fair enough.
And if it's white, if you go the other way, then that's black. But you could do red
Yes, sir.
with that contrast. And that, just to clarify, that the wall sign, only the lettering can be illuminated.
Endless.
And I was gonna say, and the logo with the number and the
F2D.
letter in there, even though we are ignoring that item on the garage door.
What item? No, I'm messing with you. Cool.
Is that it?
Did we say that everything should be consistent? Is that in that motion somewhere?
Yes.
Okay,
You-
great.
You did say that.
Okay.
Yep.
It was a rambling, so, okay,
That's okay.
all right. I think that's it.
All right.
Oh, last thing is that the non-conforming, or the non-sign graphic,
Yes.
that its size is, as represented, is what appears.
Okay.
The only other correction I would make
Yep.
would be is, my understanding is we're going to require them to resubmit
Yeah.
to Mike.
Yeah, and then, right, and then the applicant should resubmit all revisions to Mr. Krog for internal review.
Yep. okay.
Including the garage door one as well?
I don't, yeah, I think you would just do a whole package, just so we see
Just the
that.
whole thing and just
Yeah,
so. we
it'd be
see
good for
what-
you to get everything,
What the colors are.
yeah,
Yeah.
Awesome.
There's really not that many choices. It's black
yeah,
and white.
there's, yeah. Don't let them charge you a lot for those two options.
No, I'll be fine. I'll take them down. if
Okay,
he
is
does.
that it?
I think
All
that's
right, then
it.
we have a
Just
motion to,
one comment I would make is
Okay.
the one sign that was being referred to as the pylon sign, it came as a surprise to me when you said that that was a directional sign.
Yes, sir.
And, you know, those arrows don't read like arrows to me saying go in this direction. It's not my business.
Yeah.
You might mention it to the sign guy and say,
Make it more direct.
could we make it more clear that
Yeah,
Okay.
it's this way?
Okay.
yeah. It is very graphic, but maybe not as
but it's great.
obvious, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's good. I mean, whatever you feel. But yeah, you're right. It does look like a sergeant's, whatever that.
I do have one other thing, and that's that, like on the entry door where it's vinyl that's placed on there,
Yes.
I usually recommend people put vinyl on the inside, not the outside, but I don't think you have that choice here.
I don't know, sir.
And, because when you put it on the outside, the vinyl's gonna deteriorate faster than it would on the inside.
Yes.
In 3, 4, 5 years, it's gonna look a
Yeah.
mess.
Well, my lease is 3 years, so as long as it lasts 3 years, then that's
Perfect,
mine.
yeah.
I hope you're still
So
there.
when the sign goes,
Well,
you go.
Yeah.
The goal is actually to, not to digress, but the current place was at, I've been asked to leave a year and a half earlier than my lease because they sold the building. But my goal was to buy a place in Lake Bluff in a year and a half. So now I've had to extend this now for 3 more years. So the goal is to buy a place in Lake Bluff within the next 3 years now. So hope to be around in
Yeah,
Lake Bluff for a
there's
while.
some good
Okay.
Yeah.
industrial sites.
Yeah,
Put it
so-
in my house.
Stonebridge, there's a house for sale there.
I'm saying
You
as
like
far as
an
the
ad-lib.
business, but not to get off the topic, but yes, I do intend to be in this area for a while.
That's great.
Great.
I'll second the motion.
Okay,
Okay, roll call then.
okay. Member Stradiff,
Aye.
Member Kerouac,
Aye.
Member Dahlman,
Aye.
Member Cottrell,
Aye.
and Chair Hunter.
Aye.
Okay, motion passes. The signs are approved
Sweet.
with those changes.
So I'll send you a mock-up of the things.
Yeah,
then,
yeah, email me a new PDF of the revised signs.
Perfect. Great. That's it.
Yep, that's it.
Gentlemen, thank you for your time.
Yeah, good luck.
Good luck.
Be well.
Good luck.
Stop
Welcome.
by, come check it out.
Yeah.
If you have children, grandchildren, or would like to learn how to defend yourself, come by.
Yeah,
Yeah. Ciao. Thanks, gentlemen. You guys do well.
thanks.
Thank you.
All right.
I would shake your hands, but
Yeah,
nowadays, I don't know if you can do that.
it's all good.
Thanks, gentlemen.
Good night.
All right, Michael, what else we got? Anything?
I don't have anything else tonight.
So we don't know when we're gonna see the water thing.
Right.
Well, what else is going on in town right now that might be surfacing?
Well, one project we got a consultant starting to work on is re-roofing the PSB. We're gonna the plan is to add more ventilation in there. There's a product where your roof sheathing comes with foam and ventilation channels built into the foam. And so we've got to re-roof the flat roof, but also going to re-roof the shingled roof to get rid of ice damming problems and redo that. So I think there'll only be a few appearance changes, but it'll come here for a selection of like gutters and, I don't know what.
You're gonna take the copper gutters off of that?
Yeah, that's, the guy says you pretty much have to redo that part of the
Well,
roof.
these are
and then
gonna be
it's-
this thick now instead of,
Yeah, right, exactly. Yeah, so then we gotta decide what we're putting back, whether it's copper or aluminum or whatever.
geez.
So,
It's
yeah,
a
we'll
lot of
bring
copper on that.
bring that here this fall. Construction's next year, but we wanna get
Yeah.
the design done late fall this year so we can bid out over the winter and all that.
So do you know anything about what's going on with the Glen Bridge?
No, not really. The Jeff Hansen, village engineer, has really been working on that.
I know
have
they
not
did
heard
soil
much.
testing about a month ago,
Oh, yeah, okay.
so. Okay, then we got a lot of mystery stuff in the air and we're not doing anything else tonight, so we're done.
So we can make a motion
Make
to
a motion to
adjourn.
go home.
I move to go home.
Second. Okay. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, we're done.
Excellent.
Meeting adjourned.
Meeting adjourned. And you can have this back.
Things are good, Scott.